How to live a billionaire lifestyle on a budget. 10 secrets revealed. 1. The mentality of billionaires. The wealthy mentality is quite real. If you want to accumulate riches, you must first increase your expectations of what is feasible for you. Concentrate on plenty and eliminate any ideas that foster fear and lack. As Confucius famously said, both the one who asserts that he can and the man who asserts that he cannot are correct. Your views about what you believe you are capable of determining your financial success or failure. To become a self-made billionaire, you must think that you are capable of doing everything you set your mind to, reaching tremendous heights, and succeeding beyond your wildest financial aspirations. 2. The professional ethics of billionaires. There is no such thing as fast money. To become a self-made billionaire, you must work diligently and make several sacrifices. This may entail working 60, 70, or even 90 hours a week. As Elon Musk has said, if others work 40-hour weeks and you work 100-hour weeks, you will accomplish in 4 months what others take a year to do. As a consequence of this level of work, you may have to forego hobbies, social life, weekends, or even some family time. While you must work diligently to become a self-made billionaire, you must also work intelligently. For instance, rich individuals understand the value of time. Indeed, people value time significantly more than money. Keeping this in mind, they employ individuals to do tasks that are an efficient use of their time. Additionally, they recognize their weaknesses and employ individuals to fill those jobs. 3. The importance of having a financial plan as a billionaire. If you want to become a billionaire, you must develop a financial strategy. Wealthy individuals do not just prepare for the next few months, they plan 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, and even 20 years in advance. Keeping this in mind, you should establish both short and long-term financial objectives. Consider the broad picture of being a billionaire and then ask yourself, what do I need to do in the next 180 days to get closer to becoming a billionaire? What goals do I need to accomplish in the next 5 years? After that, create a financial strategy outlining how you're going to accomplish your short and long-term objectives on your way to becoming a billionaire. Your short-term objectives should be tiny victories that you can attain every few months to maintain your motivation and determination to succeed. Making actual progress reduces your chances of leaving. Attaining your long-term objectives should be the outcome of a series of micro-goals spread over many years. 4. Having diversified income. According to studies, the majority of self-made billionaires have various sources of income rather than depending on a single source. Taking this into consideration, if you want to become a billionaire, you should devote your time and attention to diversifying your sources of income. Diversifying your revenue sources may take the shape of beginning a new company endeavor, investing in the stock market, or purchasing rental properties, among other things. Simply said, continue to diversify your income sources until you have a well-diversified portfolio. This will not only assist you in becoming a billionaire, but will also serve as a safety net. If someone has just one source of income, such as their employment, and is laid off, they might find themselves in serious financial problems. On the other hand, if an individual has numerous sources of income and loses one, he or she may depend on the other ones. 5. Concentrating on investing. Self-made billionaires are less concerned with spending money than they are with investing it. While the normal individual may purchase a fancy automobile that depreciates in value over time, self-made billionaires invest in income-generating assets that appreciate in value over time. For instance, a rich individual may invest in an apartment complex since it would rise in value, provide annual tax deductions, and eventually provide cash flow. Not only should you invest in income-generating assets, but also in yourself, as your most precious asset will always be. Spend as much time as possible expanding your knowledge and honing your talents. In other words, cultivate a lifelong learning attitude. Read personal financial books, enroll in investment classes, listen to entrepreneurial podcasts, and do anything else that will help you expand your knowledge. 6. Avoiding debt like the plague. Typically, self-made billionaires shun debt as if it were the plague. They recognize how devastating debt can be when it comes to wealth accumulation, and hence want to have as little debt as possible. Debt is a liability, which diminishes one's net value. Additionally, interest paid on debt, such as credit card debt, is money that is squandered and vanishes permanently. Rather of squandering money on loan interest payments, self-made billionaires save, invest, and even lend money. Simply defined, they are the ones who get interest rather than pay it. Bear in mind, however, that not all debt is created equal. While you should avoid credit card debt at all costs, investing in a new company idea and temporarily incurring debt as a consequence is much different and may be worthwhile in the long term. However, regardless of the condition, caution should always be used while entering into debt. If you do, always be prudent and strategic. 7. The way of life of billionaires. Contrary to popular belief, the typical self-made billionaire lives a very modest lifestyle. In other words, they live within their means and spend far less than their income. Several approaches to live a thrifty lifestyle include the following: establish a budget and adhere to it. Establish a contingency fund. Reduce your costs to the maximum extent feasible. Purchase a small property within your means. Purchase a car with an affordable monthly cost. Attempt not to keep up with the Joneses. Avoid incurring debt. Bear in mind that living a modest lifestyle does not have to equate to being impoverished. Being frugal entails making as few purchases as possible. For instance, going to the shop and purchasing the cheapest item without regard for anything else. On the other hand, being frugal is being deliberate about how you spend your money and deciding to spend less on items that do not provide value to your life. 8. Taking reasonable risks as a billionaire. Grayson, as Chance once said, "The more the risk, the greater the gain." This quote is entirely accurate and will remain so in perpetuity. Not only do self-made billionaires take large risks, they also know how to take measured and planned ones. To become a self-made billionaire, you must be ready to go beyond your comfort zone and take calculated risks. Whether you're establishing a company, moving up the corporate ladder, or just investing in the stock market, risk is always there. It is not about fully avoiding danger, rather, it is about how you manage and deal with the risk associated with any endeavor to become a self-made billionaire. Calculate your risks by assessing your likelihood of success and evaluating if the possible benefits will surpass the cost of failure. 9. Their peers. If you want to become a billionaire, you must surround yourself with billionaires. If you don't know any billionaires, surround yourself with individuals who share your desire to become rich and have developed a millionaire attitude. In other words, surround yourself with individuals who share your goal of financial success and possess a strong work ethic. As Jim Rohn famously said, you become the average of the 5 people with whom you spend the most time. Choose wisely. Surrounding oneself with successful individuals may also mean enlisting the assistance of coaches and mentors. Read their biographies, research their techniques, and observe their behaviors. When you have mentors and coaches who are already where you want to be and have accomplished the same objectives as you, the process will go much more quickly. 10. Accepting responsibility. Accepting responsibility is one of the last secrets of self-made billionaires. Self-made billionaires are personally accountable for all aspects of their life, including their financial condition. They believe that they are solely accountable for their actions and consequences. They never play the victim and place the responsibility for their circumstances on others, such as their parents, employer, instructor, or anybody else. When someone accuses others of undermining their success, even if the accusation is valid, they cede control of their life and financial destiny to others. By contrast, when someone accepts full responsibility for their actions and consequences, they inevitably gain complete control of their lives. This control enables them to make adjustments as necessary to meet their financial objectives.
Please follow for more. Like for part 2. Subscribe and share. To enable us entertain you with more exciting and informative videos. Thank you for viewing.